Question 1 is to design a finite automata over P, Q. So it means sigma is defined to be P, Q. The language to be represented by regular expression. So what is the regular expression given? It is P into P concatenated with Q into P or operator Q. So let us define the language as usual. So initial symbol P will be fixed and remains the same. Then this P is concatenated with PQ, the substring PQ. So PQ will remain fixed for all the strings that correspond to this language. We have the option to have either P or Q, in which case we'll have two strings PP, that's all. PQ will remain same. Here we have the option to choose either P or Q. So if I choose P, this will be there, and if I choose Q, this will be there. That's all, very simple. So directly we can go for DFA since the number of words are finite and the prefix is also same. From Q0, the first input is fixed, which is P. The second input is also fixed, which is again P. The third input is also fixed, which is Q. Now from here there are two possibilities, either to choose P or to choose Q. Now there are two options. Carefully listen. If there exists, let's say you are designing this automata for a particular, let's assume that you are designing this automata for a particular company or any flow or any design. If suppose by traveling through PPQP you are in need to do a different task, and if by reading PPQQ you are in need to do a different task which is completely different, when Q4 actions are different from, when Q4 actions are different from Q5, you should have separate final states. Or else if both are same and it is just realization of the word, in some terms we say no, even when you press Control Alt F4 to close the system or click on the close button, the functionality is to do close the application, that's all, it remains the same. In which case you can have one final state and either of the symbol P and Q can be selected. So this is appropriate when different final states are required. This is appropriate when one final state is required. Next question. Design a finite automata to recognize 10-digit mobile numbers in the format 789 followed by this. So the structure being, so what is sigma? It is nothing but the numbers from 0 to 9. And what is L? L is nothing but the set of all mobile digit numbers. For example, 78405 21123. Likewise. Okay, so 98 something. Likewise. Okay, so what are all the conditions given? The first digit should be anything among 7, 8 and 9, and from the second digit till the 10th digit you can have any number ranging between 0 to 9, which needs to be repeated 9 times. So how many states we should have in total? Yeah, it is 11, right? So this is Q0 and this is Q1. Right? Now, what are the possible symbols you can have here? 7, 8 or 9. If anything other than that, what are all they? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Okay. You can move to a dead state. Then this should be followed by any symbol between 0 to 9. I am writing like this. It means the square bracket represents the optionality of choosing any one symbol from this set. So this is Q2 and this needs to be repeated for 7 times. Okay, and finally we'll reach. So this Q2, Q10, and then finally to the final state. We can reach the final state by reading any one symbol among 0 to 9. That's all. Very simple example. If you want to extend this to include 11-digit STD mobile number also. What to do? So what will be the structure here? Just before this a 0 has to be included, right? So before this a 0 should be there. So before the start state or in between these two states, you should have an intermediate state 0, and on reading 789 it can take you to this state. That's all. Okay, so this will accept numbers like 0, 98, 948, 111. Okay, why I have written like this? Because 10-digit mobile number also this will accept, and 11-digit mobile number also this will accept. Real life case study. Design finite automata that accepts passwords that adhere to the following format. Length of the word should be greater than or equal to 4. You will have 5 minimal states in the DFA. Then it should have at least one uppercase and one lowercase alphabet. It should have at least one number and one character. Characters are defined. It is hash, dollar, and then %. Now come from Q0. Actually, there are 4 possibilities. One could be an uppercase alphabet, lowercase alphabet, number, or a special character. So we are taking you to 4 different branches. So having reached Q1, it ascertains the fact that an uppercase alphabet is seen. Now in Q1, what are the possibilities? Because there is no restriction on repetition of any of the symbols. More than one uppercase alphabet can also be there. So again from Q1 there are 4 possibilities. So already we have seen an uppercase alphabet. Even if another uppercase alphabet seen, again the status is not going to change. Again we will expect one more lowercase number or the special character. So you have to have 4 different edges from here. But if you take lowercase alphabet or number or the special character, which takes you to Q6, Q7 or Q8, it ascertains the fact that one uppercase and one lowercase, one uppercase and one number, one uppercase and one special character is seen on the input. With that, I am following only the Q6 branch. Rest of the things in a similar way we have to draw. From Q6 again similarly we have 4 possibilities. So uppercase and lowercase are already seen through this path. So you can ignore in the sense the concept is different. So you have to have 4 different possibilities there. A number and a special character is expected on the input. So the number will take you to Q11, a special character will take you to Q12. Once the number is also seen, finally we expect only the special character on the input stream. So we reach Q16. What does it mean? We have crossed capital letter, small letter, a number and a special character. After this, the first condition we need to ensure the length of the password should be greater than or equal to 5. Now that we have seen 4 symbols, so since all the mandatory requirements are convinced, the 5th symbol can be anything among 8 to capital, small, number and then special character. And you can reach the final state because the 5th character is being reached. That is, the number of characters is equal to 5 now. And since a self loop is given here to make a fact that any number of characters greater than 5 is also possible in this automata. Similarly, you have to draw this or take the corresponding edges properly. This I have drawn for one edge. That's all. I hope the design of finite automata would be of interest now by using a real-time case study.